Five, six, seven, eight. Okay. Okay. I think this is good. Let me just go first. Let me just get to the issue. Okay. I think I got need to set this up. Four or 50. Two. Introducing the sensational Black Panther. Okay. When you or I go for a spin, pussy oat, you hop onto the old hot rod and take off. When you wouldn't expect the FF to be as conventional as that, now would you? Hey, Stretch, when do you have time to dream up a jazzy flying fast flashback like this, baby? Ooh, I did, Ben. It was an unexpected gift sent to me by an African chieftain called the Black Panther. If only Johnny were home from college, he'd be in seventh heaven by now. Never heard of him. But how does a refugee from a Tarzan movie lay his hands on this kind of gizmo? And why would he give it to you? Yeah. Egghead, what happened? Did you lose control? No, Ben, relax. I just want to see what this ship will do. Its maneuverability is amazing. It seems to be powered by some sort of magnetic waves, and these push button controls make handling it as easy as dialing a phone. I wonder how the Black Panther, whoever he is, got possession of such a ship. Ben, Ben, is anything wrong? You've been so quiet and you don't look so well. With a face like mine, how you can tell? Benjamin J. Grimm, I'm surprised at you. You, an ex-air pilot and the strongest man I know. I think you're getting airsick. If wishing you could lie down and die is a symptom, you're right, Sue. I think Ben's putting you on, honey. But I'll head for the Baxter building now anyway. The Black Panther's emissary is waiting for us on the landing. I'm anxious to have him tell me more about our mysterious benefactor. Thus, a few seconds later, the skycraft is yours to keep, Mr. Richards, if you accept my chieftain's invitation. Wait, hold on, let me make sure this is the right one. So, okay, thus, a few seconds later, the skycraft is yours to keep. Mr. Richards, if you accept my chieftain's invitation. He wishes the famous Fantastic Four to be his guest in the kingdom of Wakanda. There he shall arrange the greatest hut of all time, this in honor of your visit. Well, we could use vacation. Ben, did you hear that? We're going to, oh wait, going to, oh dear, you weren't fooling. You really were airsick. You're telling me. Very well, as soon as my wife gives the thing some Dramamine for his ear sickness, we'll be delighted to accept your offer. Excellent, sir. I shall communicate these glad tidings to the Black Panther at once. He took a small metal device from the inside of his toga, but it's so small. Can he actually transmit a message halfway around the globe with that? You seem surprised, sir. Actually, this apparatus operates by CCW, cosmic channel waves, which can blanket all of Earth. And now, by your leave, the mere press of a button, I shall contact my chieftain in Wakanda. Instantaneously, a powerful sound beam reaches a predestined area deep in the heart of equatorial Africa, an area where lies buried a mystery known only to those who know the Wakandans who speak the name of the Black Panther in hushed, fearful whispers. But now, as the Fantastic Four prepare for their momentous journey, let us do what few Western men have done, and let us gaze upon the enthroned figure of him who rules the Wakandans. Mighty chieftain, the signal has been received. Your offer is accepted. The Fantastic Four will come to Wakanda. As I knew they would. It is good. Okay. Now, let the preparations begin. This small hunt be the greatest. This shall be the greatest hunt of all time. Raise the totem. Let the ritual begin. The time has come for the Black Panther to stalk once more. Then, at a single gesture from the proud chieftain of the Wakandans, a strange carved figure swiftly rises from its resting place with a hidden underground silo. Oh, your brother greets you this day. The hunt is about to begin. Deftly pushing a series of delicate control buttons at the base of the gigantic feline figure, the powerfully built monarch exposes a bank of electronic computers with which he controls the myriad wonders of his mysterious jungle empire. All devices are fully operational, and so I remove my stocking costume from its carefully concealed compartment. Now let the Fantastic Four come. The Black Panther shall greet them as they have never been greeted before. Ooh, that looks cool. On the quiet room in Northfield Dormitory on the campus of Metro College, we find. I wonder if I passed the exam today. I sure don't want Reed, Sue, and Ben to be ashamed of me. Nothing bothers so. Wait, what? I'm surprised he even managed to stay awake during the test. I can't wait till morning to head back home for vacation. That's hard. Harder than I thought. It'd be to concentrate on my courses when I can't get Crystal on my mind. Nothing but hope and dream and pray. I've got to snap out of it, and I will. If only the evenings weren't so long. If you Hey, Joe College. What's the good word? A little itty bitty buddy. Little itty bitty buddy, you blue eyed bird brain. I know you'll be as good natured as ever, Junior. Let go before I give you a hot foot between where your ears gotta be. What kind of crummy college is this? You don't look any more educated to me. Oh, Johnny, it's still good to see my little kid brother again. Come here, sis. But you don't have to break my ribs to prove it. E5 from your brother-in-law. But tell me, how do you all get here so fast? It was a breeze, Johnny. We flew in by lightning-fast magnetic waves. Gosh, Reed, you turned into a great kidder while I was gone. I'm not kidding, man. It's a new ship. Operates on a brand new principle. It was a gift from an African chieftain. Now I know you're conning me. How does an African chieftain latch on a plane that flies by magnetic waves? That little partner is just what we're going to find out. We're leaving for Wakanda right away, and you're coming with us. Wow, brother-in-law, that's the greatest. But look, can I bring my buddy Watson foot? He'll flip. Sure, Johnny. Anybody of yours is a buddy of ours, Johnny boy. One, one thing good about one thing good about him. Any guy who can sleep like that ain't gotta be keeping us awake by jawing all night. Hey kid, he's alive, ain't he? Hard to tell, Ben. White doesn't move very fast unless he wants to. But when he does, watch out. And now, lest you think we've forgotten about them, let's briefly turn our attention to a remote mountain fastness at the other side of the world, where a group of strange inhumans are imprisoned behind an unbreakable barrier. Here, within the glistening dome and the great refuge, they have been helplessly confined as the days roll endlessly by. Though their plight seems truly hopeless, they refuse to despair. You waste your time, Karnak. Even your power cannot shatter a negative zone. It could, Gorgon. If I could find the one weak spot, perhaps I need more practice. But you've been shattering those diamond blocks for months. I must keep my hand in. You must never stop trying. Everything has one weak spot. Everything. Even the seemingly indestructible diamond block. But a negative zone is different. It can repel any positive matter. No, I'll find a way. Nothing can resist the power of Karnak. Nothing. If I can shatter the hardest substance known on Earth, why can't I free us from this prison of this accursed negative zone? Why? 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 Oh, Karnak, if only you could. If only you could one day rejoin the human race. If I could see Johnny Storm once more, feel his arms around me again, just once more. I told you, Priscilla, you must forget it. You mustn't torture yourself so. Stand back. I'll try again. Ugh. No more, Karnak. No more. You'll break your hand. There must be another way. Then, from a securely locked cell high above, the mad cackling laughter of Maximus, the power-crazed brother of Black Bolt, taunts the desperate little band, whom we know as the Inhumans. You'll never be free. Never, never, never. I'm not the rightful king. Not I am the rightful king, not Black Bolt, and my subjects must remain with me forever. With monumental irony, only Maximus knows the secret of escaping from the negative zone. Thus, this key will be externally locked in a madman's brain. Ah, Black Bolt, it is you who are the mightiest among us, and even you stand helpless. You must never abandon hope. I know the man I love will not fail us. Someday, somehow, Black Bolt will find a way to free us all. But for me, it may be too late. But Johnny Storm has found another. I'll never stop trying. Never, never. Tis almost good that you have lost the power of speech of which you use our words to us now. And that, frantic one, is all we'll see of the Inhumans this ish. We just want to whet your appetite a bit. Besides, it's time to visit Wakanda, so come on, the safari's just leaving. Ship approaches, all goes as planned. Like the chieftain has promised, this will be his greatest hunt. The jungle looks so primitive, so underdeveloped. Are you sure we have reached Wakanda territory? We are virtually at our destination, Mr. Richards. And you would do well to remember, in this land, things are not always as they seem. It's so hard to believe that a ship such as this could have come from a land with no sign of industrial development. Before your visit is ended, Mrs. Richards, you will find many more surprising facets of our little kingdom. I don't like it. There's something ominous in the air, and yet I don't want to alarm Sue. It's too late to turn back now. I'll just have to remain on guard. Good old Watt. I guess he's just not much for sightseeing. Then you had a Kentucky Derby for sleepers. I put my whole lot on him. I'll bet he could have snored his way through the battle. The boom. Suddenly, there's a break in the dense foliage below, and, and with unerring precision, the grin-lipped native pilot guides his silent ship into a world of sheer wonderment. It's a strange new land, hidden from above by concealing covers of giant trees. It's truly a jungle, but like nothing ever spawned, by nature is a man-made jungle. Indeed, you are correct. The entire topography and flora are electronically controlled mechanical apparatus. The very branches of others are composed of delicately constructed wires, while the flowers which abound here are highly complex buttons and dials. Even the boulders can be heard to hum at the steady pulse of computer dynamos. And no sooner does the amazing ship come to a vibrationless halt than our guide is gone. He vanishes behind a network of tubes and coils. Said to get all of you. Whoever created this electronic nightmare has kept it a secret for some deadly reason. Phooey. I'll take more in a mess. A chrome-plated nuts and bolts to scare me. Hey, look, it's Laughing Boy. That's where he disappeared to. He's making a getaway down that blamed elevator. Living fool, you'll never reach me in time. I won't, huh? Okay, so you managed to get down on your rat hole. I'll rip the bland platform, the bland, so, platform right out of the ground and, ugh, then it was a trap. Some kind of electric shock waiting for whoever touched that metal. What did it do to me? I'm as weak as a blam Yankee streeter. Easy, big fella, easy. Lean on me, Ben. I'll help you. You waste your time joining Stu. Nothing can help any of you now. Those electric volts have caused a chain reaction in his blood cells, which will weaken him for 5 minutes. And that is all the time the Black Panther shall need. 'Twas I who invited you for the hunt, but I neglected to tell you one thing. It is you who shall be hunted. Mister, if this is your idea of a joke, you may have noticed we're not laughing. He ducked under my blow with the ease of a beast for which he's named. Wingfoot. Wingfoot, stay back. This isn't your fight. I wouldn't bet on that, Mr. Richards. Hold up, what? Mr. Richards barks an order. That's it, pal. Anyway, this kind of thing is more in line with the Human Torch. Your fiery attack does not impress the Black Panther. Let us see whether your blazing power can match my feline agility. I was not kidding. He's as nimble as a two-legged cat. Yeah, you reacted just like you knew you would. Plunging headlong as a fireproof trap, I've so carefully prepared. Uh-oh, Johnny. What have you blundered into this time? An asbestos door? Automatically locked behind me? Can't get out. Vacuum black, putting out my flame, weakening me. No defense against it. Ugh. Two mighty members of the famed Fantastic Four, defeated in as many minutes by the Black Panther. Now, to lower your trap into the ground while I complete my newest and greatest hunt. Ah, Prey learns quickly. They have elected to stop and plan before plunging witlessly into another foolhardy attack. That's good. A victory too easily won is too soon forgotten. Separated from their Sony antagonists by a vast, mind-staggering complex of unfathomable electronic models, we find said to be weak for a couple. I'd be weak for a couple of minutes, but it's only been a couple of minutes, and I feel like my old beautiful self again. Even the Black Panther didn't realize how strong we were. The only guy to give me orders is a guy who can lick me. And I'm definitely saying that. Hold on. Hold on. Like I know lick means like beat up, but like it's out of just out of context. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure you'll follow the orders of people of a man who can lick you. God, God. I'm I'm a kid. I need to send that to someone. The only guy to give me orders is a guy who can lick me. There no such animal. Look, sir, I'm not presuming to give orders to anyone, but it's patently obvious that a superior intellect built this electronic jungle, and everything you touch might be a fatal booby trap. Use your head, Ben. Moonfoot is dead right. Our first job is to learn more about what we're up against. And I'm the one who do want to do that for you, sir. The blood of my ancestors, the greatest scouts of all time, flows strong in my veins. No wonder Johnny took a shine to it, that Joe. The kid got what. No wonder Johnny took a shine to that Joe. The kid's got what it takes. We'll stay together here. I'll return you, son. I'll return, son. Wait, we'll stay together here till you return, son. Sue, darling. No, Sue, darling. Don't worry about Johnny yet. The panther is just toying with us now, taunting us. If only we could learn his motive. The odds seem so hopeless. We're on his home ground in a fight where he makes the rules, where he has planned everything beforehand. Sheesh, you want to borrow my crying towel? Hey, listen, what's that? Drums, loud and clear. There must be mood music to be clobbered by. Look sharp, it's an attack signal of some sort. Thanks for telling us. We might have thought it was Lord's Wilk. Take your positions ready. Your polarity guns. Release safely. Aim. Fire. What's this, a gag? Do they expect to polish us up by shooting flashlight beams at us? They're not light beams, Ben. Feel that? They're not light beams, Ben. Feel that vibration? We've been hit by magnetic anti-polarity beams. What does that mean? What are they? They make objects repel each other. We can't stay together till they wear off. The Panther wants to separate us, to attack us individually. Turn invisible when you land, Sue. It's getting so that you can't poke your snoot out of the house without running into some new reject from Mad Scientists Incorporated. I'm slowing down. The polarity gets weaker the further I go from the others. As soon as I touch the ground, I'll turn invisible, as Reed said. A laudable effort, Mrs. Richards, but you cannot hope to evade the Black Panther so easily. It's him. He knows I'm here. I must be prepared for anything. Is not for nothing I am called the Black Panther, for my senses are as sharp as a jungle cat. I can't trust invisibility alone. Must run. though a panther might not see you. Do you think he'd fail to hear your soft footfalls? He's right. My only chance is to stand stock still. I outsmarted him by standing near this pulsating generator. The sound of my own frantic breathing is drowned out. But why is he stopping? I applaud your cleverness, Miss Richards, but you overlooked one thing. Even a black panther cannot hear his victim. He can always detect scent. He's starting to turn. He's found me. Ah, you have obliquely turned invisible. Turn visible. That means you are about to resort to your defensive force field, which can only be employed when you lose your visibility. See, you made an exhaustive study of the strange powers of your famous team. A study which has served me in a good stead. It was too fast. He leaped inside my force field before I could steal it. Before I can seal it. You're fortunate in one respect, young lady. Unlike the claws of my namesake, mine had the power to emit a harmless sleep gas. Oh, time you waken the hunt. By the time you wake, the hunt will be over, and the Black Panther shall have won his greatest victory. By now, the blundering thing should have stumbled into the second trap I prepared for him. The timing is perfect. There he is, refreshing himself by washing his face at what seems to be a fountain of crystal clear water. I trust you enjoyed splashing a dangerous amount of devitalizing fluid upon yourself. That liquid is but one of many traps I prepared to sap your strength. Sap just enough so that we can battle hand to hand. For in any equal match, the Black Panther is certain to win. Say, you and Richard didn't go to the same preschool or something, did you? It's most unlikely. Why? You both got the same cornball habit. You can talk a guy to death while you're fighting him. Perhaps, but I can do far more than talk, as you shall see. Among other things, I have long been the boxing champion of this entire continent. Well, goody for you. Uh, I wonder why the king is able to be the boxing champion. It must be by pure skill alone. Definitely not because he's the king. Definitely not. Just stay there, wise guy. Till I get to my feet, that's all I ask. I should be happy to oblige you. After all, until you stand, I'll be denied the exquisite pleasure of flooring you again. Gotta study myself. Can't fall apart just because you weaken me with that phony water. Then suddenly, with ferocious speed, totally bellying his mammoth bulk, the thing strikes back. Maybe this'll shut your yap for a while. Nuts. I'm not for drinking that blasted water. I had to demolish him with that whop. I'll beat him anyhow. Your courage is truly a match for your fame, but your skill, alas, cannot nearly compared with mine. Yeah, we'll see about that. He's charging into me like a maddened rhino. I've got the step, sidestepping. Okay. My throat. Ooh. Okay, well, why is he even attacking them? And he says this is this really for fun? I didn't know Black Panther was like this. Is this dude Rambo? What? How are they doing this? I never heard of this dude. Anti-sexist. Damn. I mean, it's the 1960s. Everything is sexist. There isn't like a specific cat though. It's like, you know, I mean, it's like more like kind of clade. Or is panther a clade? What? Yeah, lions, tigers, jaguars, leopards, and snow leopards are all panthers. The term panther describes any large cat with a solid colored coat. Okay. Yeah, so this is kind of like a silly thing to say, but cats is never sightless in the dark. Something. Hmm. Okay, then wait. Oh, he got caught here. He can do like he still has his legs. Like with leverage, he can like kick and stuff like that. Like I think he can simply like shrink into like going through those handcuffs. Like I'm pretty sure he done that. Like there's like a small crack in the wall, and he just got out through there. So he can definitely like you know do do his stretching. Just fits through small spaces. Of course he did. I knew it. It's 5:40 already. Oh, why are you listening? You barely know the dude. What do you mean? The Black Panther does not give his word lightly, nor does he dishonor anyone's go. Well, where do you get that from? This is your first time meeting him. You've done nothing but attack you. I'm so confused. Like, if you wanted their help on something, you should have just asked. Like, like I don't understand. Like, what you were hoping for. Like, let's see. I'm sure it's going to be a perfectly reasonable explanation. Okay. Yeah, man. You seem puzzled by what you see. You should be. After all, I can afford to pamper myself to indulge my every whim, enjoy every luxury. I am one of the richest men in the world. You understand? Oh shit! The hell is that? The hell? Like, is it actually red, or is this like simply a you know? God damn it! I forgot the word. You know, like God, just like liberty. God, word slipping. Okay. Giant elephant was twins, but those trees as though they are mere twigs. Yeah, I'm guessing it's not actually red since they're not pointing that out. So I tell you, you're sitting on $20 million. Why would you spend $20 million on a bench? Wait, the name of that metal is vibranium. It is. My father was the greatest chieftain of all, wise in counsel, just in judgment, and brave in battle. And two was the Chaka, always in the forefront. And I realized my tail when he sat contract. It's why stuff dangerous for more. Oh, claw. Is that claw? Yep. Oh, damn. It's the claw. Only claw. Just as the world one day be mine. My people fleeing for their lives, our village in flames. This is no man I seek to battle. Truly he is evil incarnate. His very presence befoul the earth upon which he stands. Oh, barbs! Out, drive them out. The mount I bring in must belong to Claw. Only I am destined to be supreme. Only I am master of sound. Without conscious thought, I aimed the fearsome object in my arms directly ahead. My finger began to tighten on the trigger as I cried, "You have slain my father. You have put the torches to our village. And now you must pay." The sound blaster. He's about to fire it. Stop him. He doesn't know what he's doing. Too late. He detonated. It was an accident. He doesn't even know how to aim it. The shot fell short. Make sure he gets no second chance. Fool. So the hands are a wrong, evil one, not mine. Yeah, this is for T'Chaka, the warrior. Oh, just broke his hand. Really, just broke his hand. Like it was like, oh, it's a terrible blaster that would, that would annihilate everything. So, like, I mean that hurts, but like I felt like your hand would just get blasted off. But I couldn't do it. I mean, yeah, like it shattered bone, so it's like, yeah, it's pretty strong. But like you can kind of, you can still, kills. You can kill. I don't think that would like really kill you. Like, like, or you can still shoot the kid. Like, well, you could have just asked. minutes from us this direction of our secret note. Claw has returned. No, wait. Okay, what? It is red. Okay. Okay, I guess they just didn't care that the elephant was red for some reason. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, is it like a construct, like a sound construct? Like you're talking, like sound can become like energy or something. It's different. Wait, okay. Strange. 14. It's something that can. Okay, right, like a light construct, like a sound construct, right? So I am forgetting. No way. Okay. Yeah, now I know why I'm saying that. Like, I think I remember in Secret Wars, um, Claw was like something like sound creatures as well. Yeah, okay, so never mind. Yeah, this is exactly what's happening. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Okay. But why don't you? But why don't nothing hurt it? Think about it. How can you hurt a sound? I knew it. I don't remember the living matter. Man, I'm forgetting. Like if I just said, okay, physical matter or something. Plan. Avenge my father's death. There it is. Panther. Panther. But it's red. So, again, the Black Panther is not a type of panther, not a type of animal. Like, and it's not black. So it consists of rifle. I've also been unconscious. Eat giant panther. His speed is strength. He's like a human panther himself. Supreme. Wait, your body. Change the basic structure of your body. You can do that. Go on, I'll see the truth. Bro, if you could do that, I would have done that immediately. Like at least like during the fight. And he's distracted and stuff. And now only my panther speed can save me from the Holocaust, which is about to befall. It's over. The cave is destroyed. Nevermore shall the master of sounds go on to Chaka, my father. Alright, if I paired of some. One more of them. Um, Panther's career took me to the way things are going today. I shall do it. I pledge my fortune, my powers, my very life to the service of all mankind. There was one experiment I never dared to make, one challenge I never dared to accept. I never learned what would happen if a human who altered his own basic structure via my sound transform. If I survive, I'll merge with powers so far different than those ever possessed by mortal man, powerful enough to enable me to destroy the cursed Black Panther, and at their head, anyone else I choose. This issue is the end. Okay, yes, that's the end of that arc for now. Okay. Uh, I'm going to need to do something. All right. I'll be back. Probably in like 10 minutes and 20 minutes. I am back. Oh, wait, is that so long? Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, this is still continuing off what happened last time. Take it easy, Ben. Even that titanium bat which the Black Panther gave us might buckle under if you really bear down. Just put it over the plate, Mr. Grimm. Careful, Johnny. No mid is patent to handle Ben's fastball. This will never replace lion hunting, my friends. Um, what is it for? If Ben's really, let's go. Thing, you do not really intend to hold that with all your might, do you? Naturally not. I don't want to toss this overgrown ping pong ball clean through my little buddy's palm. Play it safe, fella. Better peg it on in underhand. Maybe you'd like me to roll like an Emmy. Alright, since this ain't exactly the World Series, I'll flip it to your panty waist style. Timber. What? He hit it. The noise is like a sonic boom. Feels like I stuck my head between two cannons. That's what I get for pitching underhand. He blasted it clean out of the ballpark. It's about time our team is trailing by almost 50 runs. It figures, how can you beat a bunch of superpower sweeties like us? Oh no, I would have been a homer in another other ball game. I had to do this, son, but we're down to our last baseball. If Wingfoot can reach first base before you attack him, I feel that we should still allow him to hit. Fair enough, but I still, I'm safe. But this happened to him. Why did he topple? Okay, and rats. I knew something would spoil my no hitter. You're faster than I thought. One. I didn't even see you bumping into me. But I didn't touch. Didn't. But I didn't, Mr. Richards. I never touched you. He speaks the truth, my friend. He must have stumbled. Anyone who knows Mr. Fantastic like I do has to admit that he never stumbles. I wonder what did trip him up. Yes. Compassion, yeah. Besides, I suddenly found the answer I was looking for. I should have guessed. Yes, the invisible girl materializing. Susan S. Richards, my own little bride. I'm sorry, but you were unfair to poor Laura. You want fair? You know, oh, young lady, perhaps it's time for me to teach you where a young wife's loyalty should be. You have to catch me first, and I'll bet you can't do it without stretching your arms out like you did to catch that ball. We'll see about that, pretty girl. Well, there goes the blessed ball game. When he finally catches her, he'll probably go off and snooze somewhere. What a revolting development. Never have I enjoyed the company of any so much as the Fantastic Four. You have filled my land with cheer and the spirit of fellowship. And now, in my own small way, I shall trying to show my gratitude. Years later, at dinner time, he who is called the Black Panther. No, no. Yeah, just telling us what happened is. My next selection will be Greg's Piano Concerto in minor opus 16. That's a heck of a beat to fruit to. It's hard to believe that this scene But it seemed like this is taking place in the heart of the jungle. Where the Black Panther is concerned, anything's possible. You not have some rare delicacies? Johnny's been brooding for hours. What's wrong? No thanks. Not now. Mwabu. Mwabu. More nectar for our honored guests. But one guest, there is one who does not even hear the magnificent melodies. For his thoughts constantly to return to a sad-eyed girl, a girl he can never forget. The nights are the hardest. I keep hearing her voice in my brain, whispering, pleading, calling to me. Johnny, where are you? I'll never stop waiting for you, my Johnny. A girl like any other girl on the face of the earth, in a land where few have ever trod. She's imprisoned behind a barrier which no man can shatter, the barrier beneath which the inhumans dwell. We shall never stop trying to find the means of smashing this accursed barrier. Even now, Black Bolt returns in its daily mission of gliding around the city, seeking any possible weak spot in the eternal dome. But the look on his face is enough to tell us he has failed once more. No weak spot exists. We shall never escape. 'Tis all the doing of Maximus, the now mad brother of Black Bolt. To us, he was who created the barrier, and only he knows the secret of its destruction. The secret is forever locked within his maddened brain. Black Bolt, do you find anything at all, even the slightest weak spot in the barrier? Have you found the secret which only your brother knows? After all, your brain is as keen as his. Though yours denied the power of speech, your meaning is abundantly clear. You're still doomed to live out your line beneath this accursed dome. Oh gosh, if I cannot see Johnny Storm again, then nothing else matters. As though my life has already come to an end. Do not despair, my child. We shall yet find a way. Let us follow Black Bolt. He goes to visit Maximus once more, for he knows full well as wait, hold on. Was this? Oh, that was not cool. That was this dude. Oh, I'm already reading this. He knows full well it was only. Yeah. He must tell us how to reverse the negative zones. Oh, Black Bolt, I've been here for hours, but it seems hopeless. He cannot or will not understand. Ah, I've already come. Now I can show you what I've built. We'll be able to see how clever Maximus is. He speaks with the tone of an incoherent child. He lives in a fantasy world of his own making. Show us, Maximus, what have you created? See, it is a metal kite, but it flies without wings, without motor. I merely adapted it to a polarized anti-gravity capsule. See how it flies? I forgive you, Blackpool. I forgive you for taking my crown away from me. After all, you're not my own brother. If you like, I will make a metal kite for you, or I will make some other clever pig plaything. Oh, I forgot, you cannot answer. You cannot speak. I shall speak for Blackpool. I know what you will like best of all. Can you make something that can shatter any barrier? I don't think you are able to. Well, will Maximus do it? Will he try to prove it? Can it? Or is it too mad? Is it impossible? Everything depends on what happens next. Great darling, do you see the wonderful gifts which the Black Panther has prepared for us? Imagine the latest fashions from Paris and Rome, here in the heart of the jungle. If my paltry gifts find favor in your eyes, then my heart is happy. You have proven yourselves to be my friends, and the Black Panther does not use such a word lightly. A book of international athletic world records, including an entire section devoted to my father's career. How did he know? A sonic fishing pole, like something Tony Starkman invented. The chieftain of the Wakandans is a wonderful man, Sir Darwin. He's as generous as he is powerful, as heartwarming as he is wealthy. Stretcher invents himself a whole new set of fiery guns. For me, I get some nutty kind of toy or something. I'll bet money bags he's putting me on. No, my crumbling garter scrabble voice friend. I do not put you on. Exorcist. You hold You hold in your hands the most powerful portable exercise on Earth. It can generate a force equal to the press of 10 tons for you to test your strength against. I trust it will afford you many pleasant moments of relaxation. Exercise, that's the one thing a cracker like me don't need. I ain't got the heart to tell him that. Yeah, it's the cat's pajamas. That'll keep me off the street. That'll keep me off the street somehow. Come on, come to think with this game, mine bad. And it's cheaper than Victani's. Look at you, my young firebrand. There is a sorrow I can see behind her eyes. A sorrow that will carry you as always. Know that the resources, the skills of the Black Panther are yours if they are needed. I appreciate them more than I can tell you. There's nothing that anyone can do on anyone except me. Anyone can except me. I'm not going back with the FF. You're not? Reed, I still got a few weeks of vacation time, but I want to return to the Great Barrier and use my flame against it again. I know it's hopeless. I know it's impervious to heat, but at least I feel like I'm doing something. I feel like I'm somehow near to Crystal. I join you, lad, except I promise you that the next few weeks will make up for the honey, and we haven't taken yet taken. Kids really got it bad for that chick. I suspect that this is one thing that Johnny would rather do on his own, darling. Not completely alone, I hope. I still have a few weeks left, so Johnny, your brother-in-law, and sister will need me. Taking along after them. And the thing has told me how anxious he is to return to New York, see at least the masters once more. So if the fleeing ranger would like an oversized poncho at his side, sure thing, watch. And if anyone asks, Reed can say, they went that way. Now I know the perfect going away gift for you. You shall need a vehicle, one which can transport you over any terrain and speed and safety. Black Panther dissection transport. Hear this. Gosh, that's right. What can flame on and fly as I can. But you've done so much for us already. The Black Panther shall be eternally in your death, my friend. And gratitude no stranger to the chieftain of the conference. The vehicle I give you is but one of many at my disposal. Shall do me honor by your acceptance. I shall come. I shall instruct you in its operation. I call it I call it a geocruiser. No matter how the mobile agricultural rolls along, the gyroscopically operated driving unit within remains constantly upright. It's brilliantly designed, but how is it powered? It contains a magnetic tension element energized by friction. It's a living end. I can't wait to get those controls. Apparently, the talent of inventive genius is not limited to any place, culture, or clime. Gee, put Put 3 holes in it, and you'll have the biggest blowing balls on the block. A short time later, the dazzling gyro cruiser with its 2 eager young passengers rolled swiftly out of Wakanda territory and heading for the open desert to the north. Within its vibrations interior. So far, so good. I'll climb above for a little shut-eye now, Mark. Donnie, sleep tight. I'll spell you at the controls, so you listen. Then, as the moments turned to hours, so quiet here, so completely still. Find it hard to believe that we're riding through a roaring, deadly sandstorm just inches away. Although the blinding storm continues until we're safe enough within this incredible vehicle. I haven't been able to see anything for hours. I better wait on Johnny. I'll save you the trouble, big guy, buddy. I never thought I could see through something like this, but the ship is so insulated, I didn't feel a thing. Watch, look at the antimeter. We're suddenly dropping. The sand must be giving away beneath us and plummeting into a crevice. But we've been falling straight down for minutes. It's no ordinary crevice. I don't understand. It's though we plunge into some sort of hidden shaft. A shaft leading to what? And finally, we've landed, but we're covered with tons of sand. I can't see a thing. Open the hatch. The magnet of force will keep out the sand while I burn my way through. Flame on. Juan was right. There's no ordinary crevice. We've landed in some sort of underground crypt. That giant bas relief. It seems to be guarding the doorway beneath it. The answer to all. This must be beyond those doors. I never could stand an unsolved mystery, especially when I've been tossed smack dab into the middle of it. So here goes. Flowing this fabulous flame like a living alkaline torch. The blazing adventurer melts through the massive doors, only to find a sight to stagger the imagination of the chamber beyond. A man dressed in some sort of medieval garb. He looks as though he's been sitting there for centuries. Yet, I seem to instinctively know without reason, without proof, that although he's motionless, he's undeniably alive. Johnny, the cruiser's free. With magnetic friction force easily repel all the sand. But what happened? What's going on here? See for yourself, WW. Then you tell me if you can. That man in the chair. He's starting to move right into his feet. But look how he's dressed. Who is he? I don't know, but I've seen friendlier expressions on the Fulton Dock too. Not things he's holding, like some sort of prehistoric flashlight. He's pointing at us. It might be a weapon. Watch, look out. He's pressing a control stick, starting to vibrate. Then before another word can be another move can be made, it's too late. Johnny! Second later, as consciousness returned to two bewildered youth, he may now rise, having seen my power, and no betters who dare provoke me. What kind of gadget is that? It doesn't make sense with the ancient gadget we're wearing. Nothing makes sense here. We got to learn who he is and where we are. Since 'tis I who hold the supreme weapon, 'tis I who shall ask the questions. What manner of creatures be you, who do possess the power to turn your bodies to flame? We're not creatures, misters. We're human, just like we hope you are. I'm the only one who can flame on and off. That's why I'm the Human Torch. Truly astounding. Now be good enough to tell me what century this be. Why, it's the 20th century, of course. It's 1966. That 700 years have passed since the man of Babylon placed me in the chair of survival. You mean you've been sleeping in that chair for 7 centuries? Avalon, the mythical land mentioned in the legends of King Richard. Mythical, you say? Not so. It was the land of Avalon, for my eyes have seen it. It was truly a land of wizards, of kindly and wondrous men. Men placed in chairs for survival. So I would live to tell their glory after the final day of doom had slain them all. And it must have been they who gave you that weapon against us. Aye, so it was. My name is Prester John. As long as have I traveled in the world seeking to unravel the mysteries of mankind. Well, that is why men have called me the Wanderer. My service youth, good King Richard has finally come to an end. Now I am free to probe the countless waters far as well. Sights of the heaven, the secrets upon which I stumble far beyond description. Yeah, I almost beyond belief itself. Moving cloth, filled with a strange gas called helios. A gas which magically rises into the air. The sky seems filled with fantastic flying carpets. Back in murderous pits, the wanderer shall not fall prey to half-human band of abominable snow. See how the ride on the tails of dragon fire, even madness that I encounter such as the time I crossed the English Sea, only to find a tribe who studied the stars, and who instantly proclaimed Earth to be round like some great spinning eggshell. Then why do the men at the bottom not walk upside down? Yeah, we gone unbeliever. Time shall prove how right we be. At last, those same forces have destroyed their own men, causing them to vanish forever from the sight of man. Now, all that remains, the wondrous egg of Allah, is this weapon, known by the enemies as conquered as the evil eye. Wait, where did this come from then? Like, does it have anything to do with the human stuff? This is some random side quest. John, I learned about Priest of John in ancient history. He was supposed to have lived in about the 12th century. If this story is true. And there really was a land of Avalon. What do we do about the evil eye? Look, Wanderer, maybe your story is true, but don't point that eye gizmos again. Or bolt the flame at my feet. We're not exactly helpless ourselves. In all my travels, I've seen no power more awesome than yours. Still, it pales into nothingness besides the mind-staggering impact of the evil eye. With just one swift blast, he created a bottomless cavern in the rocky floor beneath us. That is not to the further deeds of before. He's aiming it up towards the surface. He's smashing through every obstacle like a cannonball piercing a paper bag. You see that? The evil eye is like a disintegrator, a laser beam, and a battering ram, all rolled up into one. It's too powerful, too dangerous. Nobody should have control of a weapon like that. Not even him. He's pointing it at us again. He's starting to glow. Got to stop it. What? You're okay. You're provoking him though, kind of now. Like at this point, like you just randomly attacked him. I can see you do not trust me. Therefore, until you do, I must protect myself from you. You didn't realize the evil eye possessed many powers, just the power to form an unbreakable shield, which grows stronger every second out there. You shall remain until you realize that the Wanderer may never be challenged, may never be attacked. And trapped, there's no way out. The dome is stronger than steel, with no opening anywhere. Why, I just realized, it's acting like the terrible barrier behind which Crystal and the humans are imprisoned. Ah, okay. And speaks many, many miles away. Yeah, Triton. Now you need no longer live in the watery tank. This means I can live in the air like the others? Circulators I created will pump a life-giving cell and chemical fluid out of their water-breathing body. Black Bolt, see what Maximus has done for me. I am free of my water tank at last. It was easier for me to do, dear brother, now that you can show your gratitude by restoring me to the throne again. Everyone knows it is Maximus who should be king. Maximus, you dare. It's the barrier you should be working on, and only the barrier. It's you who trapped us here with your cursed negative zone. And if you don't find a way to set us free, no, no, do not hurt me, Gorgon. Black Bolt, save me. You save your rightful king. Forgive me, Black Bolt. In my blind rage, I did forget that Maximus is truly mad. They don't want to harm me, but you were protecting my brother. You were protecting Maximus. How much longer, Black Bolt? How much longer must we be prisoners of that cursed baron? You're all right, Loluda. You're the strongest among us. Even though we cannot speak, is there no way to save us? Black Bolt, will protect me, for I am the king. And now, brush away the cobwebs and try to remember where we left off as we join the armor-clad wanderer once again. I must free the flaming youth and his soft-spoken companion. As one who has sworn an oath of knightly chivalry, I cannot leave them to perish with an airless shield. What the evil eye has created, it can destroy. I has released you of my own free will. I know that. Know that I mean you no harm. Okay, Wanderer, we're soul. We're soul. I gotta talk to you about that evil Ivan. Speak then, for everyone. I shall listen. There's one in the land, a girl I love who's trapped behind the barrier, like the one her parent just shattered. If I could smash our barrier, it might also free hers. I've got to try it. You must lend me your weapon. No, it's impossible. Don't you see? Uh, it's the only thing that can save, must save Crystal. Johnny, what's gotten into you? Johnny, look out. What out, what? Keep back. I know what I'm doing. That flame, the heat, you can hold on to the evil eye, but you must not have it. No, no one can stop me now. I got a free crystal. Johnny, wait. I'm through waiting. I know what I have to do. Take the cruiser back to the Black Panther. What? Wait there for me. But what about you? I'll fly out through the opening the wander made with the evil eye. Nothing can stop me now. I'll set Crystal free or die in the attempt. You mustn't blame Priester, John. He couldn't help himself. The girl Crystal means everything to him. Do you not think I know the power of love? But he did not give me a chance to explain, to warn him. Warn him of what? He sees the evil eye before I can safely press the safety button. It means that the power is still on. Keep increasing and increasing until it reaches the point of complete destruction. If he isn't stopped, he'll blow himself up within minutes. Medusa, he loved Black Bolt, but he had let him do it. I cannot stop him, Crystal. He feels this is the only way to destroy the barrier. He's still king. His word must be our law. Only his own life force has the power to activate the cyclo-electronic chamber, and he will to generate enough velocity to shatter the barrier. A terrible shock to him, the strain will put upon his body may kill him, but he's determined to try. And above all else, he is Black Bolt. He's ready to begin, but he does not even look my way. He cannot tell Medusa. His love for you might make him falter if you could see the anguish in your eyes. Now it begins. The fate of us all lies within the hands of the heart of Black Bolt. Those sparks, that sudden burst of indescribable energy, visible to our own naked eyes. He builds up the electrons which give him power. Never before has one living being generated such energy. Even he cannot stand much more. Stand back. He's ready to act. Look, it's absorbing the great absorber bomb. With the energy some body has generated, the longer it can maintain that power bolt, the more force that bomb will have. But how long before Black Bolt himself perishes in the attempt? We must not think of that. We must wait. What's happening? The built-up pressure. It's more than he can bear. Listen, the first time since the catastrophe, he's making a sound. He's screaming. Yeah, thought of Tyler sword blank this morning, but I decided against it anyway. Okay. Johnny, stop. Wait, listen to me, Johnny. It's no use. You can't hear me. Anyone stop if you did. Then, if you be truly his friend, it's up to you to stop him. You're right. I've set up this cruiser on automatic. Now only this polarizer gun can fire a solidified ray of light right through the plexiglass viewer. He'll soon be out of range. You must fire now. You dare not miss. His life depends on it. But to watch Wingfoot with the blood of Commons warriors flowing through his veins, with the eye of an eagle, the spirit of a lion, watch Wingfoot does not miss. No! Another 2 seconds would have been too late. An explosion, that mushroom crowned like a bomb, like an actual bomb. The impact was so tremendous that it put the lad's flame out, even though he was many miles away. He should be eternally grateful for what he's done. No, I suspect he feels only hatred for the one who shattered his hope of being united with the girl he loves. You did it. It was your fault. In his blind rage, he doesn't yet realize the fate he's been saved from. I thought you were my friend, but you sided with him? Easy, Johnny boy, you don't understand. Why did you do it? Why? I had to, Johnny. It was about to explode. It would have killed you. It was my one chance. It's my only chance of finding Crystal again. It would have been better if you hadn't saved me. Okay, let's see what is next. Let's. Ooh, Blade. Okay, let's see. Tomb of Dracula. Huh. Number 10, okay. Okay. Find the Tomb of Dracula. Tomb of Dracula. Number 10. Oh, wait, no, I closed the tab, okay. Let's see, can you guys see this? Guess not yet. Share screen. Be showing. Okay, there you go. Got it now. Be showing. Okay, there you go. Got it now. There you go. Got it now. Okay. Okay, see the introduction of Blade. Docks. This foul shrouded night are dark, quiet and somewhat somber, almost mute in the distance, can be heard the retreating steps of Amos Storch, night watchman for Pier 11. He has just completed his third round for the night and will be back for in 37 minutes. But in these few brief minutes, there will be 3 deaths. 3 of those who had already died, and who now descend on the frightened youths. And the lives of 2 joyous youths will never be the same. I'm sure we're doing the right thing, Bobby? Sure, Ellen. Come on, we'll stay right here for the night and sneak aboard the ship in the morning. We'll be married in America, love, and your agents and your parents won't be able to stop. Bobby, look up there. Forget your plans. When you see America, you'll not be alive, but as vampires. Vampires, get back, Ellen. I'll stop. You'll do nothing, mortal. No human can stop Dracula's legion. Get back, please, get back. Stupid women, you haven't the strength to back me off. I do, creatures of the damned. Remove your hands from her now. Oh, wait, that's the one. Remove your hands from her now. Who? They call me Blade. Blade the vampire killer. Well, he looks nothing like how I know him. Hello, shades, the green Blade, they were warned about him. Dracula said kill him if he showed his filthy face. Caesar said the dumb scum, as her fleeing friend will quickly learn. The retreating vampire runs blindly, tripping on the upturned boxes and crates ill stacked in this cold morgue-like warehouse. And as Blade's teak wood knife plunged deep into its back, creature gasps and dives the second and final time. Then, before Blade can turn, the second vampire attacks. To find his intended victim moves with a savageness born from other conflicts. Again, the teak-bladed knife lashes out and like a sharply winged stake ravages the second hellborn creature. But a third still lives. A third for Blade to hunt, to kill. A third who has been seen what this one man can do. A third who does not wish to die again, and so forsakes his human form and flies. No way, brother, you're not escaping me. I've been hunting you scum too long to watch you slip me now. The bat claws into the air, its leathery wings beating faster, ever faster in a frantic effort to escape. But with all its hellish speed, it is still not fast enough. I said you're not escaping, man. Its mouth part, fangs gleaming beneath the full moon night, and I made it. And a blood-chilling scream echoes forth as Blade's knife finds the bat. The bat's soft underbelly. Falling to the cold concrete ground, the bat turns and dies. No, you're not the one. But it really doesn't matter much. Dies and begins to change, not to the human vampire he had become just a few short days ago. Just means there's less of you filthy bloodsuckers stalking the streets. But to the youth he had been for the first 18 years of his life, before Dracula cursed him with the plague of vampirism, there was only child, Blade. A child. Who would... Oh, it's you, Hawker. What hole do you will crawl out of? Hide a collar that you're in this part of this country, and that you'd be here. You know you just killed a teenager, Blade. That's Mr. Blade Hawker, and frankly, I don't give a flying foot. He was a stinking vampire, bitten off dead. Besides, since when did you start to go to nothing but the undead? You know what I mean, Mr. Blade. But this stupid act of yours has cost me weeks of planning. These vampires were members of Dracula's Legion. They would have led me to them. Then what, Pops? You've been dancing with the Count long enough? There would be no dancing, Mr. Blade. My organization has weapons powerful enough to destroy Dracula. And with him gone, other vampires would be easy prey. But now you destroy all chance for that. Tell me more, Parker. Like how you failing to do that one little thing for 60 years. So don't bug me. I don't need all them fancy gadgets. This knife is my baby, and that's it. I'll find the Count my way, Pops, and I'll kill him like that too. See ya, Gramps, and see ya, Gramps, and sharpen up your wooden nickels, dig? That man is positively the rudest person I've ever met. Gotta be going now. Check up on some clues I got. Oh, wait. That man is positively the rudest person I've ever met. Perhaps even, but in his own way, he gets the job done. And someday, I hope you can sway him to our side. Wait a minute, isn't Blade a vampire himself, or half vampire? Or is it not that yet? Someday, I hope we can sway him to our little side, or side, to join our little crew. He can prove a very valuable addition. Now we shift our attention somewhere else, almost 2 miles to the southeast, to the ocean liner Michelle, a 160,000 horsepower party ship, where the elite squanderers of family fortunes and inheritors of now meaningless titles seek an escape from the outside real world. Aboard the floating fantasy land mastered by one Garbiel Trulane. Garby, honey, this part is absolutely the most wonderful we had this month. Then you need wait no longer, lovely moniker. I can't wait to see what your surprise is. Yeah, dear love, and move over a bit. It's time to call our guest to attention. Friends, please a moment. It's time now, friends, for the reason d'etre de peace, de resistance, if you will, for a little celebration. We have a, we have a celebrity again amongst we have a celebrity amongst us. Oh, not some mere television star. Totally Lola, honey. Or even a prince or king, heavens no. But a living legend. And to introduce him, his manservant Clifford Graves. Thank you. Uh, I've been asked to introduce my boss. You all know him, so here he is. Count Dracula. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, Garby's outdone himself this time. I'm Count Dracula at your bid. Sounds just like the movie. Magnificent. Isn't he simply divine? Are you really a vampire? I'm afraid so, my dear. It's a curse, alas, but you need to be afraid because, like, everyone knows about him. It's just like people actually think he's a vampire. Like, the legends that I attack beautiful young ladies as yourself are strictly stories, I assure you. Sure, yeah. Uh, is it true you drink blood? More fabrications, my friend, based on stories of my ancestors. In Transylvania centuries ago, one particular Count Dracula was known as a bloodthirsty devil. But honestly, I cannot be he, or I should be over 500 years old. Absurd. Ugh. Can you fly at night? No, no more stories. Vampirism is a disease, much the same as your blood poisoning. Appear on any transfusions, but otherwise I'm just as I appear. A fairly healthy specimen as a man. Oh, a tired one, I admit. It's time I retired for the night. Stay has been very long. Before I leave, I must thank my host and this charming companion. You are delightfully lovely, my dear. Dear, delightfully so. Gosh, thank you, Count. Call me Vlad, lovely one. Vlad. Gosh, Master, why do you claw them apart? They're weaklings compared to your great strength. Silence, Claus. Let me preserve this feeling for a moment. All right now. You've met our new friends, Graves. Waiters, actors, even princes. All men of importance. And all fools, weaklings. Effeminate fops and mindless females. But still they work into my plan, my ultimate goal. Each is important. And it's important and influential in its own way, and can thus, if one day, aid me if they are control and I will. But first I thirst. Oh no. So I meet again, my dear. Gosh, your room is just opposite of mine. It's like fate. I think, do you believe in astrology? I like you. And Sophia does not say that lightly. You are delightfully charming and deliciously naive. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding. Where? What? C-O-U. Quit. Vlad. Dracula does not lie. You are a most intelligent girl. Gosh, no one ever said that to me before. Uh, then before me, you knew only fools. Now come to my cabin for a nightcap. Gosh, how can I refuse such a gentleman? Aren't you married or something? Or dating that guy? Yeah, I misunderstood that earlier. Yeah! What should I do with her, master? Simply watch her, you fool, until I return, and do not leave her side. Her blood was very pleasing. I may wish more. In the meantime, I have other work that must be done before my plan may succeed. Meet Captain Charlie O'Keefe, born with scales instead of legs, because no one can remember when they last saw him walk on dry land. He claims he was found floating in the sea waves as a child, and when he dies, he will be also at the sea. Fortunately, Charlie was right. Who be there? I say, speak. I'm knowing you're the. Yes, Captain, I am here, and you may call me Death. I need your ship, but not you. Ugh. There, this vessel now sails on my course through hell itself. And on the main deck, the frivolous partygoers find themselves tossed in all directions at once, as the giant ship lurches to a sudden and deadly stop, throwing all into a mad, whirling frenzy. Good heavens, has old Charlie gone mad? Is the man trying to sink us all? No, fool, it is not pilot's doing, but mine. Dracula? But I thought, you cannot think, peasant. Neither you nor those milksops you call your friends. You are spineless worms beneath my pitiless contempt. But Dracula needs you, and he will soon possess you. As he does, then, see how Crichton you call a ship's captain. Oh no, you're not. Count whoever you are. I don't care if you're a blasted vampire. Howdy doody. Nowhere. Nobody takes Martin's skin anywhere. He doesn't want to go. Someone speaks back. You mean there are real men amongst you worms? I thought all of you were frightened rabbits. Speaks and fights back, vampire. Let's see you laugh with A20 through that grinning mouth of yours. Oh no, he's cooked. Yeah, I know. You actually believe that toy tart Dracula, Prince of Evil, Lord of Darkness Dracula, killed by an A22? What silliness. You're bigger than You're a bigger fool than I thought. Your weapon is meaningless against me, human. Meaningless. What are you doing? Put me down. Ah! As you wish, you bloody fool. Down to your death. Now then, are there any others who dare to complain? Good. We can then calmly discuss how you may express your tribute to me. There's a frightened silence as Dracula speaks, his voice carrying past the blow of Gabriel Tron's ship to another sailing vessel, one much smaller, piloted by one man. Blade. His tank secure, his scare strapped tight. Blade flips into the sea waters and dives. Deeper, ever deeper into the velvet murkiness of the Mediterranean. The surface, 500 yards downstream, by the side of the cruiser Michelle. There's the mother now, to board her, which shouldn't be too hard to bother. Rhythm. Give the man a 10-cent cigar. Gotta get rid of these threats fast. Ain't too easy moving in them. Ain't too easy moving in them. But when I'm ready, man, scratch one big daddy vampire. And less than 200 feet away from the quick-changing blade, you have your ultimatum. Either advance my cause, do as I command, or suffer my eternal wrath, the wrath of the living dead. Choose now. Fools, now. Choose now, fools. Now. Now. Consider your reactions now, given the choice of servitude or eternal bloodlust. Which would you choose? Which one? Which one? There are no easy answers in the game Dracula plays. For whichever choice is made, is one born in the fire pits of hell. I know my answer, demon. I would die before serving an unchristian dog as you. Die or destroy you first. What, the cross, the accursed cross? The wave of fear which holds the partygoers in their terror in its place breaks and unleashes a tide of human hatred. Get him! Kill him! A stake is what we need, a stake. No, get back, you mindless lackeys. Back! Hatred not only for the demon, but perhaps also in response to whatever unspoken answer they had prepared on Dracula's demand. While in Dracula's cabin, shouts the master in trouble. But he forbade me leaving the girl to demand that I stay here and face his wrath. Oh, master, master, what shall I do? What? I think I must think calmly, like the master would want me to. If I remain here, the master could be killed or worse, so I must try to help. It's the only thing I can do. But alas, Clifford Graves, your help is not destined to come. 'Cause I can leave now to join my love. Dracula, I come to you, my love. Hold him till I can use the cross, and burn the evil from his hellish soul. No, destroy him now while there's still a chance. What? He's gone. Impossible, he was trapped. Nothing's impossible for me, fools. Nothing. Not for one who changes form faster than adults can think. No, it can't be. But it is mortal. Dracula lives to possess the souls of humans, or demand their loyalties as living dead. I gave you an ultimatum, humans. Now give me your answers. The answer scum as never. Blade? I owe you, Blade. Owe you for what you did to my 3 soldiers. They were good men, Blade, but they didn't possess my speed, my strength, and my cunning. But still, they deserve their revenge, and they'll have it with your death. You talk a mean fight, man. Now let's see what you can do, because I'm out to get all you stinking scums, and I'll take you right along with the rest of them. Blade, you would sorely try my patience. If for even one moment I thought you were any real foe, but you're a braggart human, and that makes you nothing less than to Dracula. Wish to try again, braggart? Or do you acknowledge Dracula as your master? Smash! You can stuff it, man. Blade calls no one Master Dig. Ah, so the pup has teeth, or so he dares believe. Very well, Blade. I'll play your game for the moment, long enough to kill you. I was waiting, Fangs. Show me. Only twice before has Dracula been so mocked. Once, 500 years past, by the man who doomed him to death by vampirism, and again by the same man who then died horribly beneath Dracula's vengeful hand. I have lost all patience with you, Blade. Since that still remembered time, none have dared cross the Prince of Darkness, none who still live. You are no longer a mere annoyance to me. What? You move? Out past the railing and over the side, Dracula plunges, and then quickly, faster than the eye can follow, shifts his form into that of the giant leather-winged bat. Dracula turns, once again, and is on the ship, altering his form for a second time. There, there, Blade. You dare call yourself a vampire killer. The one you have sought to kill now has you, and I shall not let you escape alive. But a new element enters the scene, one of Dracula's own creation. Dracula, my love, I am yours. Take me, my love, I am here. What? Leave me, woman. Leave me now. Master, I tried to stop her, but she attacked me from behind. Graves, you mindless worm. She's ruining everything. Correction, big man. It's all over now. Whatever hold you had on these people is gone, as you'll soon be. Never, fools. Fool, though this battle did not fare well, the war will still be mine. Even now, as we speak, my slave of a ship's captain that's explosive enough to destroy this cursed ship and everyone aboard it. But Dracula shall still live to fight again when he will next emerge victorious. Only seconds left. Time for living swimming, folks. Now, over the side before it's too late. Oh, heavens, no. I can't swim. Oh, my. No better time to learn, mister, unless you want to be blasted to bits. And with the first man over, the rest follow, needless of the possible dangers below. All except for Clifford Graves. Master, come back. Please save me. I've served you well. You were an incompetent idiot, Graves, and you've lived out your usefulness. Farewell, Graves. There is almost a mocking laughter that can be heard above the explosive roar of Gabriel Treline's party laughter which is for Blade's ears alone. Laughter which says, this shall not be our final battle. Or when we meet again, only one shall survive. Okay, so I thought Blade was half vampire. I guess he's not yet. Like, I guess he's going to be later. Hold on, let me. Okay. Uh, okay, so he was born a vampire. I guess it just haven't revealed yet. Wait, what said he? I mean, this is ChatGPT, so. Yeah, no, it's definitely not being revealed here. When was revealed? What issue was Blade's backstory revealed? Tomb of Dracula 13 and Marvel Preview 3. Let's check out Tomb of Dracula 13. Turn. Dun, dun. The origins of Blade revealed. Okay, I'm just going to go grab some water. Not bad. I am back. Um, we will see the reveal of his backstory. Here, Dracula murdered her. Quincy Harker, her final thrust, the final stake ending her existence. That's one of the ended ones before it began. And for a long, very long moment, all time cease. I remember it once. It must have been a long time ago, my little. She was only 3 or 4, yet she knew all about my work. She said, Daddy, I don't ever want to become a vampire. Please don't let me become one. And I would laugh and tell her not to worry. I would protect her always. Oh God, oh God. There's a time for mourning, Hawker, and maybe for you, it's none. It's maybe for you now, but Dracula's loose. And who knows who else he might kill tonight. Now, I'm willing to join your people for a while, if we do it my way, understand? Just wait one blasted minute, Blade. Who do you think you're ordering around? Edith's dead. Maybe that means that doesn't mean nothing, anything to you. But I'll tell you that she was important to us. Get that blade to us. If you want to do anything, you do it our way, or you can just take your sticking knives and stick them where it hurts. Look who's talking, Drake. You're descended from Dracula, aren't you? How do we know you're not playing both sides? Why, you lousy knife-happy maniac. I ought to stop it, both of you. Edith's dead. This isn't the time for fighting. Look, I'm sorry about that last crack, Drake. It was out of place, I know it. Why not have Edith's funeral and then get back on the trail, okay? There's to be no funeral, Mr. Blade. Her body will be cremated as is the procedure. But you are right. There is no time to lose. Already Dracula may have found another victim. Cecil Parker's parents warned her not to take Hyde Street on her way home from the university. In the past week, 5 other co-eds have been killed in the area. Needless to say, she did not listen. Now, I'm not victim blaming. No. It was like, yeah, but I mean, if 5 people have been getting killed in this one area, and within the one past week, like, why would you take that? Like, is it a shortcut, like, or anything like that? Why would you? This is Darwin's. This is natural selection at work. I'm just gonna say, come on, girlie, just a little kiss will do it. Old skinny, please leave me alone. Sure, honey, after you give me a kiss. Old skinny. Ugh. Then you know what I mean, girlie. Get away! I swear I'll scream till someone comes. Ah, feisty one. Not like the others. Eh? You'll not have to scream, woman. What? Where did you come from? I heard nothing. Well, not Dracula has come to save you. Dracula? Oh, don't fall for it, woman. He's gonna save you and then drink your blood. Correct, old Dracula, whose very blood crawls at the very sight of scum like you. You murdered like a couple people on the last time we saw you. You'll not touch this female, nor any female again, you simpering fool. Ah! I thank you. Come with me, Cecil Parker. Your new destiny awaits you. Come into my arm. Man, you. Ooh. You're Cecil. The old sin, still alive, still human. And you have forgotten what has happened here that night. But there will be a time in the future and you'll hear my mental call, and you shall come to me as an unfailing slave. Ah, from the nuts, your life shall be in chains. Cecil, your laugh, your love, whatever came before shall still be yours. But also, you'll be put another of Dracula's unseen army, waiting for my signal to rise into action. Farewell, my slave. Farewell. Death Dracula rises high into the warm July skies, and his course this night is almost skittish. He turns, he arches, he glides through the indigo darkness, not caring of a destination nor a purpose in his flight. And then, almost lightly, he lowers himself into the ground, not as a bat, but as a man. I've been too long away from humans. If I'm to venture to conquer them, I must know their every whim, their every mood. And where best to observe them than in a place where all passions burst free. Tonight, none shall fall beneath Dracula's hand tonight. It is a night for study. Now, we switch our scene where muggy heat descends from the London moor. Alongside the sultry heat can also be felt a heat that makes it float and stick to a sweaty, nervous body, a body not yet deceased. Mr. Lone, this is the man, Dr. Sunseek. Oh, very good, chap. Reports were accurate then. Dr. Sun shall be very pleased. You will keep a little bargain, a little secret, Miss Lowe. I could lose my bloody job if they found out that I was selling this stuff. Miss Chin, but first, I wish one last look at. Ah, yes, the puncture marks, yes. The sun shall be very pleased indeed. You asked for a silence, Mr. Toomey, but you worry needlessly. No one shall learn what happened here this night. Lord, that's a relief. Why, if even the missus was to learn, she will not learn anything, Mr. Toomey, except that somehow her husband was murdered by persons unknown. That he died with only a few paltry pounds in his wallet. Good night, Mr. Toomey. Please rest in peace. Chandlin, come, the stench of decomposing bodies here is sickening. Again, we shift our scene back to the Lord of Darkness. Humans, they cry out for peace, then fill these arenas with violence to their fullest capacity. Indeed, they are fascinated by bloodshed, mystified by the very same brutality they crusade so peerless against us. Ugh. No lives are at stake here. Nothing is gained by this meaningless spectacle. There's no purpose for this mock battle. Instead, its wanton waste disgusts me, revolts me. Dracula leaves, flying high, into the foggy skies of London, on the outskirts of that very same city. What do we do now, Quincy? With Edith dead, her ashes preserved within that porcelain urn, we must again begin our search, Mr. Drake. To wait any longer is foolish. To avoid another conflict with those few in the name of mourning the dead is a mistake we cannot afford. After he is slain, there will be time enough for us to mourn the dead. For you, maybe, old man, but it won't be over for me. Not till I find the stinking bloodsucker that killed my mother. What? You didn't think I was chasing vampires for my health, did you, Drake? You said I didn't know what it's like to lose someone, man. Lose someone, man. I'm the original loser. Yeah, it began just before I was born with my mother's friends, taking care of her as she started going to labor. She was crying out in agony because I was proving it was tough. I was a tough one, even back then. I wasn't letting go. No way. I was making her sweat. I'm cold, blasted. I was making my own mother die. Her friends were helpless, so they called the doctor. And man, it took forever for they got one who come to them. And even then, it was hours later, for he finally came, for he finally heard the knock on the door. I'll never forget what they told me. He looked like he was tall, taller than Muslim dudes they knew, and he had what my hair slicked back, and it was long. But the strangest part of me was his eyes. They glowed even in the dull down lighting of that place, and they glowed red, red as the fires of hell itself. He sent the others into another room while he moved, cat-like, towards my mother's shaking body. She looked up at him through pain-racked eyes, and what she saw nearly killed her then. She saw his lips. She saw his lips part, his teeth spread wide, and she saw two long pointed fangs gleaming hungrily in the dark. And she knew then that screaming would be useless. He smiled at her, said something softly in her ear. And whatever said something was it made her break and scream. Her friends burst through the locked door to find that stinking crude crouched over my mother's body. Blood was dripping from his crimson-stained teeth, but it was too late. My mother was dead. They tried to stop him, but he leapt across the room like a demon possessed, broke through the glass, and disappeared into the night. But there was no stopping me from being born. And you know something? They say when they slapped me, I never cried. That I never cried once as a baby. Maybe I'm just saving it all till after I find that stinking mother killer. Yeah, maybe then I'll be able to cry. Maybe then. So don't hand me any of your bull about mourning the dead, because I've been through it all before. And I'm still living with it every time I look in the mirror and realize that a woman died giving birth to me. So take your high-hat words and shove them, because when you've finished with your chase, I'll be starting mine. Blade's words cannot be heard by the low-flying bat, yet something suddenly sends an icy chill racing through Dracula's leathery form, and for just the briefest of moments, the man-bat feels fear. Still it continues over the lush countryside, the dotted valley and lakes, forming the now familiar pathway towards a hidden hilltop sanctum. But something new has been added to this fertile valley, a tent with humans milling quietly about. For an instant, the bat, uh, for an instant, the bat forgets a silent promise and swoops downward towards the unsuspecting crowd. Then, at the last moment, it remembers and sails off, uncaring of the humans who may have spotted it. But eyes have followed its winding course, eyes which have been searching the heavens for just such a hellborn creature, for the legions that answered to Quincy Hawkins' call. May be few, but they are ever alert. The dark begins to fade beneath the early morning dawn, a dawn which heralds not only the coming of day, but also of death. An interesting night, one I shall ponder for many weeks to come. Indeed, they're a fertile crop, one which awaits the sowing of a new order. Mankind has changed little these past 500 years. Still, they are selfish, arrogant, mindless. Yes, the seeds of imperialism that I plant this night shall flourish the world over. But first, there are some who must be done away with, such as the fool Blade who dared attack me with his damnable wooden knives. But enough of such petty nuisances. Now is the time for rest. No, Dracula, now is not the time for rest, for only a scant few kilometers away. You have any idea where we're going, Harker? I've got better things to do than trapeze around the countryside. Shut up, Elaine. I've already got a headache. Besides, if Quincy says we drive, we drive. Unless you rather walk back to London. Yes, thank you, Master Hank. Haskell. This finally may help us to finally lay our dear Count away forever. Hallelujah. Quincy, did Scotland Yard get a fix on that bat that was spotted? No, Mr. Drake. One of our observers, he spotted what may be Dracula heading this way. He also learned that the bat has been seen here many times in the past few months. Mr. Blade, I believe the action you've been waiting for is about to begin. Good timing, Harker. I had just about fallen asleep, and we couldn't allow that, couldn't we? Taj, try the post office. Sorry to bother you so early, but don't hardly see no one in these hours, but you're welcome. It was Jasper O'Connor. What can I be doing for you? Looking for a bat? Why, yeah, I've seen a large black and flying. What was it now? South, I think? Yeah, south it is. Why you asking? We're asking, that's all. You see a strange dude about 6'5", red eyes? Like something like this. Like he just stepped out of a death mask, only he's still wearing it. Ugh. Ugh. For a moment, Jasper O'Connor hesitates, unsure of his words, his thoughts. Then, look at his eyes. They're blank, glazed. He must be close to Dracula. This man's under some sort of hypnosis. If that means what I believe, the Count must be near. Quickly now. Every moment we waste gives Dracula time to escape. But Dracula has no plans for leaving. Rather, his desire is to stay, to fight, and at long last, to slay the vampire slayers. So Hawker and his stalwarts have found me. Very well then. My long-time foes we shall meet, and before this night have fled forever. You shall all lie dead at the feet of your master Dracula. For all must go quickly, for the dawn is only minutes away. When again, I must rest in the sacred earth of my homeland. So come this way, be led by the instincts I plant in your childish minds. So come to your deaths. They approach good. For a moment I fear the coming day may have diminished my mental powers. But no, they come like moths drawn to their last fatal flame. He's inside. I feel it. Hurry now before he vanishes again. He must have lived one extra moment. He's got to die now, for Eve. He'll die, old man. Don't worry. He'll die tonight. You brag too freely for a fool. If any must die this night, it shall be you. Don't place any bets on it, Fangs. I'm not in the dying, because I'm just not in the dying mood. Blade, watch out! Ugh. What? You seek to distract me with one approach and attack with another? Commendable. I must suspect that our dear Miss Van Helsing had entered the room. But it shall do no good, for all your arrows are useless against me. As useless as your idiot knives shall be soon, when you are dead in your mouldering grave. Still, you attack, you mindless clod. Haven't you realized you met your master? Have you seen that you cannot defeat Dracula? But then, what you see or believe matters little in the scheme of things, Blade. Ugh. All that is important is that Dracula has 500 years and shall never be defeated by one such as you. Blade sinks unconscious against the wall of the old stone building. While scant meters away, others begin a silent march towards that very same structure. They move quietly, their minds stolen by one who had already possessed them many months before, and now, needing their assistance, calls them once again to his command. Guns cocked, knives bared, they lumber hypnotically towards their murderous goal. Wow, long have I waited, Van Helsing, for the moment when my fangs would drink deeply of your warm, rich blood. But wait, your foolish protector comes to save you. Strange, since he needs saving himself. Put him down, Dracula. Put him down. Of course, my dear, that was always my intention. I'll put him down, but not on this concrete floor. No, rather than the frigid water that churned beneath this hilltop moor. And if he has luck, perhaps he'll even survive his ordeal, though none have ever lived through it before. Outside the living zombies, the possessed villagers stalk on, moving with hairy, laborious steps toward the tension-wrought mausoleum. There is no falter to their steps, no regret of the deed they must do, etched upon their brows, for their minds belong not to themselves, but to a demon who some say was born without a conscience or a soul. Blade down Rachel weaponless. Blade down. Rachel weaponless. Taj gone, perhaps dead. There is nothing left for me to do. So at last you admit your inevitable defeat. You misunderstand, demon. I admit nothing, save the fact that it shall be my wooden darts which end your hellish life. Your mind fails you, Harka. Why do you forget that there's so much balance that Dracula can become them as the mist itself? That as such, your weapons fly harmlessly through me. But you need worry not to your insanity or your life, for as I forsake this intangible form, I come towards you to finally end your life now. No! Look, mother mine, I've finally done it. I've killed Dracula. Okay, I think I will be done for now. I'm done for today. I will be start the next stream tomorrow. I will be watching Gurren Lagann.